Let's get a check on our forecast now. The wind kicking up a little bit.
That's right, Sean. Get ready for tonight.
It is going to, well, the wind's going to be out there, and it's going to be cool today. But tonight, yes, as the wind dies down, it's going to get really cold. In fact, down to freezing temps in many areas, and in some, well below it. Into the upper 20s is a possibility. So plan for that freeze tonight. Outside right now, temperatures are running in the 50s for a lot of folks, but 59 degrees. We have sunshine and winds out of the north-northwest at 9 miles per hour. Humidity at 42%. Our temperatures have been running in the 50s, and now we have a 63 out in San Marcos, and you see a 60 in LaGrange. Overall, looking pretty good. Let's take a look at what it was like this morning earlier. Now, we had some pretty cold temps out there, mainly out to the west of us, but not everybody had just the cold temps out that direction. 39 in Georgetown, 43 here in Austin, 44 out at Bergstrom. To the east of I-35, 42s, 43s, 44s, and a 46 in LaGrange. But heading out to the west, 34 in Burnett, 39 in Llano, 36 in San Saba, 35 in Mason, 34 in Fredericksburg. It was a very cold morning. Could it get colder? It likely is going to get a good bit colder. Not that it's going to drop that much lower than these temps. Upper 20s are possible out in these areas. I wouldn't be surprised if we got low 30s, upper 20s out at the airport, which is typical. But with the way things are, we had a little bit of a breeze out there, and it kind of randomly allows temperatures to cool in some areas. When the winds go calm, you have clear skies and cold air in place, well, it just settles in. We get some really cold temps, and we think tonight, 38 is the official low temp here in Austin out of the Camp Mabry site, but we've always said it's always much colder than that in surrounding areas, and we're going to see that over the next several days. So when you look at a map, if you happen to look at maps that show freeze warnings, don't let it fool you. Even though the counties out to the west of the hill country do not show a freeze warning for tonight, Weather Service only puts freeze warnings on areas that have not had a freeze this season. So it's going to be interesting when you see this. I'll show you in a second. 50s right now, as I mentioned, 60s out there. Satellite and radar showing the cloud cover moving out of here, cold air moving in. The winds have kicked up with that front pushing through, but they're going to die down tonight. And with that, it'll get cool, in fact, cold, and we will see freeze warnings in these areas where, according to the National Weather Service, we have not seen official freezing temps yet. So from San Antonio up by 35 out to the east to 183, counties also to the west into the hill country, even though they don't show it, have already had a freeze. You're likely to have another freeze tomorrow morning. So area-wide a freeze. Here's what happens whenever we get into things like this and people start asking questions. I say, you know what? It's going to be so cold everywhere out there, freezing, maybe just a little bit above, maybe a little bit below. Go ahead and take care of the pets, the plants, the pipes, and also people as well. Just plan for a cold night. It's only going to last one night, and it likely is going to start dropping into freezing by midnight. So some folks may have, maybe they only get to 32, 31, maybe 30, or maybe 29, but to have that freezing temperature, a sub-freezing temperature over several hours could cause you some trouble. So plan for all of that tonight, and you should be in good shape. But again, it shows the freeze warnings in some counties, not everybody. That's something we will watch for just tomorrow morning. And we'll, of course, be here live to let you know what the temps are to and what they'll drop to in our morning show, but what they'll be as we head into the weekend, which we think they'll be well above freezing. Clouds and radar forecast, clear. Don't expect anything to move our way over the next couple of days. We're in good shape. I will say this, on the outside of our forecast, Sunday evening, some clouds and showers are possible, and they may stick around. 65 for the high today, winds out of the north at 5 to 15 tonight. Light and northerly breeze that goes calm and then shifts over to the south by morning. 38. Again, don't let that fool you. Freeze warning in local counties. We do expect freezing temps and even below freezing temps. A 7-day forecast that shows the freezing temp possibilities, 72 tomorrow, 49 to 75 on Saturday. So we're good there. Notice a few extra clouds. A few extra clouds and a few sprinkles on Sunday. Possibility for a few showers there for Tuesday and Wednesday. But we think either Wednesday evening or Thursday morning. Thursday morning, of course, Thanksgiving, we think a front's going to come in. If it works that way, the second day after that cool front gets here, which would be Friday morning, which is a big shopping morning for a lot of folks, could be rather cold. We'll, of course, keep you up to date as we get closer to those days and get better information.